Have lazy sitting stuffed in the back and you don't even know it.
We are going to do that same insert again for September, October. Then we'll go back to one more.
Deals on,
You buying one?
they're like in the back, it has the,
Yeah, they're in the Indie product, the end of the brochure, not in there, but in the deal sheet, which is down there. Do you want to grab it? I got it. Indie deal sheets? Indie deal sheets are separate than Scruples.
And Indy's products do not have Scruples written anywhere on them.
And I want to get your attention, Rod, you can take one of these after too. In the future, you will get one of these every 2 months, sent out in your mailing, as well as regular deal sheets. In this will be your PM score sheets, if we're doing a PM program, which we do a lot of. In this case, you got the holiday favors and the holiday intros. You got the July-August Indie product promotion. Then you have the holiday gift sets for Scruples. This month we threw in the intro guide again, because that's what you use, and then the deal sheet. Okay?
I do have a question.
Yes.
Is the Indie sold in stores at all, like in
Yes,
other?
good question. The question was, is Indie sold in stores? Okay, can I have everyone's attention? Because we need to address that. Thank you, I forgot about that. Usually this works. Apparently not today.
or just give me a stack.
Indie is available in the Cosmocroft stores throughout North America. It was part of the deal when we launched the brand, when we did the demographic research. Independent contractors, a lot of young people, and they wanted to shop at stores, a lot of them, so we put it in a VSG store network. Was that the right move? Well, time will tell. Fact of the matter is, in your market, it's not as big a player. It definitely is a bigger player where they have it full service also. But yes, to your point, it is available in the Cosmocroft stores. Okay. And they honor suggested list
Quick
price.
question, are they doing any special promotions in the store
No.
with that brand?
No,
Okay.
they follow our national deals.
They do?
Yeah, and they don't do anything discounting. We don't want them to.
All right, no added value elements, anything like that to it?
No, no.
You guys have
And it is in, I don't know, has anybody ever heard of Locks of Beauty? It's in the Locks of Beauty, but it's kind of free. No, it is. It really works.
But then yeah.
No traffic and no sales.
No traffic, no sales.
Are there any other questions? Because this is all good, you know, I forgot that one, thank you.
I would like you to quickly go through the pre-packed intro deals, if you would, please.
Okay, here's let's pull this sheet out here. It's called Intro Guide. Whoop. If we could. What Scruples does is we make these intros as simple as possible for you to work with. And as you can see, it shows you the price in US. There is Canadian on this one, so we just did one for the country. Talks about what's in it, the savings, and there's the QR codes for the technical education on each page, okay? And I'm not going to read them all, but you have 3 different levels of true integrity intros. There's only one illusionist and hypnotic intro. That's all there is, one opportunity. And then in the gel world, there's only one high-def intro, one blazing intro, one shadow low-light intro. Then there's urban shock and men's. Sorry, I didn't read that. Then when you get into the retail proposition, there is 3 options. There is the starter kit, which for lack of a better term is the independent contractor intro, $115. You're in business with free leaders. There is the 525 complete Salon intro. And then there is the tower, which is 1100, which is really double of the other one, including that really artsy rack, which, you know, for the right person is interesting. And then the same for white tea. Independent contractor intro, main salon intro, serious retail proposition intro. This lives all year. This is what you would use as you piece together an opening order. One of the things, because I won't remind them to, remind them to because you'll run the show deal sheet that we offer, right, Pete, at the show?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, this is really cool, guys. It's the only time you can do it is when you're doing a show. It's called a chemical, and I don't have a copy of it here. It's called a chemical dependency intro. Kind of a cool name. What it is, I can pull up a picture of it. I might have it somewhere. What it is, it's the medium or the middle true integrity intro. It's the illusionist intro, and it's the hypnotic intro. This is our show deal sheet, as it'll look like. This is the spring version. We'll have a fall version. The cream addiction chemical dependency deal. This one here, that is true integrity intro, illusionist intro, hypnotic intro, including that Scruples locking trolley. And by the way, everything fits inside of it, including the developers, is $650. Now, if you're wanting to say, I want to be a full Scruples salon, now, for big conversions, this is not what you use. But for somebody who's an independent contractor and wants to switch, this is what you use. The gel one is high def, blazing, shadow lowlights. All of it fits in the same locking trolley. With the trolley, $550. So
That's a really good deal.
this,
With the trolley.
so here's the thing to think about. If you have somebody who's a gel or a cream user and you switch them over, and say down the road they want to get into the cream or the gel using product, and they go, you know what, I've seen this gel, I think I want to get into it. In your mind, it's like $550 add on to their dispensary, but they get so many more opportunities. It's not that much money, which is why so many salons start out, as Bob says, cream users, and then add gels later. It's not a big ticket. It's pretty cheap. And they have just a ton of options with this. So just realize there's, I guess what I'm trying to say here in this wrap up is there's an awful lot of support available. More than you even know at this point. So you're better off to ask.
Well, all I can say is, you guys got literature for everything, that's for sure.
Yeah, we do. We kill
In
trees.
about an hour, I'll be done passing stuff out. But the whole thing is, how many times have you been in a salon and you needed something and you never had it? So, it's beautiful. You know, you really not.
You want to hear something funny? There's 2 in the art department and 2 in the marketing department. That's it. We crank all of this out with just that. There's only, by the way, there's 39 employees in all of Scruples, including the field staff. That's it. Pretty tight little operation. They run hard and fast. So, how you doing? You digging through it all in one hand, or?
Yeah, well.
Okay, how about, you know, let's say we
Yes,
stumble
Karen.
upon somebody who, you know, used to buy Scruples from us, and they say, oh, I used to love that color. Can you trade me out? What's the procedure? I mean, if they just want to do get rid of my
Went through
this
that.
and
Everything, okay, in order to do a conversion initiation process, just keep in mind, first off, you need to do an analysis of what the color line is, what they have, does it make good business sense? Like I asked, we asked you, please make sure that it makes good business sense on a conversion. Gather all the details, you're gonna wanna touch base with me. Say, Rob, I've got this salon, they have 8 stylists, they have Schwarzkopf color in there, just kidding, for some reason. They have Moroccan oil retail, and they have, whatever, Jokin on the other portion. They want to swap out the entire salon. What do we need to do? In order for a color conversion to happen, for us to even begin counting their tubes for inventory swap, they have to purchase the color intro. That's what initiates, it's a complete intro, okay? And obviously it adds on to that because you're going to want to highlight the lowlights, everything in there. In order to initiate the retail spectrum, we have to have them buy a larger, complete intro of the retail. So you got to understand that initiates us to go in for the retail side of it. So it's going to take a buy-in to get into both, just so you know off the bat.
What's the minimum buy-in?
1.6 million.
Yeah. Well, we dropped the intro. 1.6.
But I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, if you look
are
at,
you
and
looking
here you
at
go.
200, 500?
Well, no, look at your, that's where Mike handed out that guide, your intro booklet. That becomes critical. When you open that up, you have to buy a base color intro. Obvious,
Which one?
well, no, it doesn't matter if it's high definition or if it's going to be true integrity. It depends on the salon's preference at that point in time. Obviously, high def is cheaper, but keep in mind, if I'm looking at 400, 500, 1,000 tubes of color, Every deal is different, guys. Contact me about that. I'm ludicrous to go in and say, all right, purchase a cheap high definition kit and we'll swap out absolutely everything. As you can imagine, my risk on that is very high because the upfront is very low. So I'm very good at looking at the numbers here and making it do a balancing act. I'll say, okay, you have 300, you have 500 tubes, 600, 700 tubes. We're going to need you to buy 2 complete True Integrity intros, an investment of $1,000, $1,100, whatever, some dollars. Okay, that's nominal to these salons. We're doing some for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 upfront. Just depends, and some as low as $500 and some dollars. Just depends. Every deal is different. You have to bring me the schematics of the deal. Rob, this is what they're carrying. This is how many tubes they have in inventory. This is what we would like to do in this salon. I need all the information I get, and then I will work with you and say, okay, this is what we should do. I'm with you through every single one. There hasn't been a conversion really that doesn't come through that we're not involved in.
And somebody you get there with high dollar or high risk, like the most I've ever done conversion, 22 grand. Okay, but I had to go there. You're not gonna call me on the phone and say, I'm buying 22 grand back. No, I'm gonna go visit and have a meeting with them. Because I gotta have a guarantee, otherwise Mike, I'll have the same hairstyle he does. That goes down.
Yes, he will.
Yeah, guys, it's kind of like we become lenders at the same point. We got to make sure, hey, we're making a good deal.
How about smaller, convert, if you think there's potential to do salons in a rural area, that have 50, 60, 100 tubes, that are the targets?
The return on investment, what are we gonna get out of it?
Right.
I don't want Betty Boop, and I don't want to clean Betty Boop's closet,
Right.
because we're gonna buy back her crap, and she's only gonna buy 50
So
bucks.
we're talking about taking out the main color line.
Yes.
I think it's.
Are we,
At least 3 or 4 styles,
yeah,
on average.
we wanna move the needle. For you guys, the sales needle, we gotta move our needle too. And these little tiny ones, yeah, they do add up over time, but they don't really move the needle like,
Of course not.
like $100,000, well, that's big dollars. But we want you to get started. So if you've got somebody that's gonna buy $4 grand a year, call Rob.
Yeah.
Just down.
Yeah, keep in mind, guys, I don't know your targets, you know what I mean, what you've been going after, or whatever. This color line gives you the tool to go after these very nice salons. So if you have been hitting them now, great. If you haven't, I would kind of expect you to go after them, because that's kind of where we are, and where we were when we transitioned from one to the other. I want to keep pace with that, is what I want to do. I don't want to see a salon come in with bars on the window and everything like that.
$6 haircut.
Yeah, it's not us. I mean, hey, somewhere else, I'm not going to complain about losing that business.
Good question. We don't sample. I tell you what we'll do. I was in Michigan last week, 100% Redken, 2 miles from Ulta, presented the Pearl line in Indy. She said, I want to buy some to try me sample. And I said, no. What I will do is I'll send you an $150 Indy intro. And she says, that's good. I'm having a staff meeting on the 17th of July. I was there the 14th. She handed it all out to all of her staff. They tried it for 2 weeks and she took on Indy. Okay, most manufacturers send me shampoo, conditioner, and their Grace hairspray. That's not a commitment to me. If they want to try it, run the back bar and have their staff try it, you got to call Rob up and say, you know, I need $150 in Pearl to go in here and have them try it first. Okay, that's how we do it. Now, that comes out of his pocket. So you keep giving away free crap, you don't get the door, you're not going to get more free stuff. So again, you got to make sure they're 51% of the way there. Call Rob, qualify it, and say, you know, I think this will push them over, and I want to follow up with a demo or a styling class, if it's retail, or again, a color demo. We will do that, but sometimes Mike will give about a dozen shampoos to give out, but that does not move the needle. You have 1% return, 1% return on sampling.
I believe that.
And we're trying to walk away from that and say, we don't do that.
You guys are smart. I mean, everything you're saying, they know.
You're right, think they.
The way the demo thing, the whole process is the right way.
Well, let me tell you something. You go out and you nail, because I go with this on my DSCs now. You nail 5 elite salons. Let me tell you something. They're going to consume a lot of your time. They're gonna bring you a lot of the money. It's gonna change how you work your territory, because what's gonna happen is they're gonna consume a lot of attention, but they pay, and they make your checks bigger. And then you're gonna have those smaller ones where you're gonna have to effectively manage your schedule and say, I love you, you're great, I can't be there all the time, but I have a great customer service department too that can help you. And you're gonna have to, because it's gonna happen. Just preparing you, it will happen.
When I had my sales force, I never let them have more than between 5 and maximum 10, what we call the lead salon front to back. It's a lot of work, because if that business goes under, it's your fault. Because and we had a lot of brands, and you could bankrupt a salon literally with overloading them with product. Ultimately, if you think about it, that salon says, okay, I trust you, I'm gonna work with you, I'm gonna give you all my business, then you gotta work with them to make their business grow. Otherwise, the wheels come off, they're out of it.
Yep, and closing that up for this concept, if you're gonna ask how am I gonna get my first, how am I gonna get so many of them, or yeah, I'm gonna do that, all it takes is one.
Yeah, that starts.
And then you're absolutely right, the cloverleaf effects. You use that as your reference. I have Bella Salon, that is my concept salon that's in X amount of town, and you break a great relationship with that salon, and then you just use that salon as a reference every other lead you want to grab. She's on tune with it, she talks about it, and so forth, and it just adds up, guys. It spreads.
What are we walking in with like right now, just to let people know we have Scruples? What do you suggest on that? Just to,
You got the deal sheet?
I don't know.
Can you open it up?
I'm just
Well, let me tell you something,
That-
that's a
what you
great
do
point
with-
right there, because they never seen that deal sheet from a DSC, so that's one heck of a
So
point.
that's.
I would go right in with that and say,
Yeah.
I will let you
I go
know
in with the
this is
show,
who-
here's the show thing, Scruples, here's the deal sheet,
That's just
welcome
your-
salon center, blah, blah, blah.
They do it.
And it's a beautiful piece. And like you said, they've never seen it, they're gonna shit. My God, that's a, you know, it's a beautiful piece.
The way that promotional piece is put together is there's usually an article from me and Tracy in it, not so much with the symposium, but there's an article. And then there's always little tips on if you, July, no, cable, you guys don't do that. If you
Don't
look,
worry, those are my speakers.
Sorry.
It doesn't matter.
exactly. Where is the July, August?
Here. You want some?
No. We're always trying to give them tips to help them with their business. Okay, there you go. This little black box, there's a palm tree. Our goal was, and this is, you're getting in late on the game, but our goal was that there was promotions that offered them more extra profit than normal, than their normal profit margin, that they could help offset their entire trip to Mexico with. And this one's a good example. I mean, I don't want to talk about promotions, but this is a good one to speak to how you want to be a marketer for your salons. Meaning, our leader promotion is $22 for renewal shampoo and conditioner leader duo. But it also includes, we're the only company that includes a full-size high-def hairspray free. In that, we call it more than a leader sale, leader sale. What does this allow you to do? This allows you to be in the leader game, but take that, we teach them, take that high-def hairspray, after the promotion's over, sell it at list, and you pick up $380 towards the symposium. These little tips, so you gotta read through this piece. There's ideas that we're always constantly throwing at them for, whether it's a service promotion, or whether it's a retail promotion. Any questions?
I know somebody got a long way to drive.
Yeah.
We're at about 2:30, Mike?
Yeah.
2:22?
Hey,
Get your car.
are these guys on time or what?
Well, we respect you guys.